What's up? What's up? What's
Hey,
up? What
Hello.
is up, people? Look, they already in the chat
already
anticipating
ready.
this.
Oh,
Look, already there. You know what it is, and we got quite a few people coming on today. This is going to be an exciting show. What's up?
Mhm.
What's what you know? King, Trey, Wade, what's going on, ladies? Loves y'all content. Want to be able to watch the show because I'm at work. So I just want to check in. Thank you for checking in. For
Yes.
real. Pam earlier said we are back and ready for some football. Are y'all ready for
yeah.
some football? Yes. ATL Leo. Hi, ladies.
Our
What's
ladies.
going on? What's
Hello.
going on? Get everybody a chance to see that we are live. You better share this content out right now. I mean,
Mhm.
right now. And what's up, Melvin Emery? Hello, ladies in the chat. Rise
Hello.
up. So I want y'all to do me a favor. If you are in the chat, go ahead and share this content out right now.
Mhm.
The
Yeah.
Ladybirds of AFN, in case you
Mhm.
don't know who we are, let me go
Mhm.
ahead and introduce ourselves, like I said. And there's more of us coming, so I'm kind of lollygagging just a little bit just to get everybody in here and get ready for the show. I'm seeing a little bit numbers going up. So, oh, Lord, y'all just got announced. We live, baby, but we are the
Oh, yeah.
Ladybirds of AFN,
Yes.
Atlanta Falcons Nation, y'all. This is every Tuesday now because we didn't want to interfere with football season because we don't want to be rushed.
Right.
What we
Mhm.
got to talk about, we don't want to squeeze it in an hour because we got a lot to say.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
today is going to be a good one because, it's a lot of things that don't change about this roster. Some people that's on it that shouldn't be on there. I'm just saying, but we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. So let's go ahead and introduce the ladies in case. What's going on, Anthony White, D. Coleman?
Hey,
Salute.
Anthony D. Coleman.
Oh,
Anthony White said it's
hello.
almost time for Falcons football. Rise up.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and introduce the ladies of the hour. Go ahead. Who would I have right next to me? Let me get my navigation right. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it?
Auntie Pam.
Auntie,
Auntie,
auntie.
auntie, auntie. Ready for some football.
Are
Yes,
you?
most
No?
definitely.
Okay, because Pam been traveling. Pam been
Yeah.
party
Oh, traveling.
busting and shoot, this lady that just everywhere. She's at practice and she is
Well,
the
I at least
certified.
got a chance to see Pennett's in the game because I knew
Mm.
they were gonna take him out when we got back to Atlanta. I knew that.
See,
So
at least, yeah, because
at least.
Oh,
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I was falling asleep on the second quarter, second half of the game. I said the most important part is that first half anyway. So
Yeah.
long as I got those key points, and now last week we
Mhm.
talked about potential cuts. Well,
Mhm.
we're
oh,
gonna get
yeah.
into the
Wow.
real cut. So what's
Wow.
going on, Christy Lewis? Christy
Hey,
Lewis.
Christy.
Mad Mike Sports, what's happening? What's happening? Lee 85. Hello, you all. Hello.
Hello.
And
Hello.
Christy Lewis, look, Pam called you out. So
We want you on the show, Christy.
it's a lady T. I think she watches the show. I'm gonna call her out too. We need
Mm-hmm.
all ladies.
Yes.
So we
Oh,
want to
yeah.
make this the biggest project ever. This is the
Mhm.
operation of women in football. So even if you're not a
Mhm.
Falcons fan, if you just want to come on here and talk some stuff about your own team,
Mhm.
we're inviting you on because this hasn't been done before. We
Yes.
have over
Right.
at least 6 ladies on this panel and more to come. I'm
Mhm.
actually got to talk to one person. There's 2 people that eventually you're going to see us expand and grow. And it's going to be, hey,
Mhm.
speaking of, we got somebody in the background getting ready to round up and come on, come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and get this Miss Beautiful lady on the panel. What's going on, lady? What's going
Hey,
on?
there's
Hey.
Hey y'all.
Hey,
hello.
Hey. Hello.
hey.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we
Yes.
can hear you just fine. Can
Okay.
you hear us?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so introducing everybody. So right now underneath Miss Pam, who do we have?
Hi, guys. This is Asia. I know I rarely come on, but this is my time to come back on in a minute. So I'm ready to talk about some Falcons football, talk about the
Okay.
53-man roster cut, and ready to talk about this season. So let's get ready.
Okay, okay. And look, you don't need no introduction, ma'am. Let's go ahead right next to Miss Asia. Who do we have? Some people know you in the chat. Some people know you on the YouTube. But who are you?
I am Kiki, aka Lyrics Mom, just ready to get this season started. We literally have what now? Like a week and a couple of
2
days?
weeks.
Like how many more days we got? Like
About
I'm
about a week.
excited.
Yeah.
Like I really like at first I was like, why do we have to play Arthur Smith week 1? Just why? But now like I just want to punch him in the throat.
Oh
So I'm
yeah.
excited.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Cause he'll look cocky over there right now with his little,
And I don't know why when his
his
vet and the that number one what the first round pick over there struggling. I don't know why he cocky, but okay.
because it's us and he's bitter. That's all that is.
Oh yeah.
That's all that is. Christy said, awesome. I am this walking track trying to get ready for those ATL heels for the game. Because we got to go all in. We got another person in the back. I'm telling you.
All
We
right.
got a full panel tonight. We got a full panel. Let's go. Now we can't have an episode without Miss Lady right here. Let's come on in. Come on in, Miss. Come on in. Come on
Hey,
in.
Whitney.
What's going on, lady? How are you? And introduce who you are.
Y'all already know it's your girl Whitney J from the A Ready to Slay. We are down to 53. I'm excited.
And we're going to break it down, Miss Whit. We're going to break it down. I got screenshots of everything so we can go through these cuts. We're going to get through the cuts and the 53-man roster. But first, we're going to talk about a couple of things that stood out. Then we'll get into the roster changes. But seriously, everybody that's on here right now, share this content out. You don't want to miss it. So ATLE, the Lady Birds got full flow. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
We in here flapping right now. We ready to go. So let's talk about it, people. Let's talk about it. Now, let's talk about the main thing here. We didn't get an opportunity to see too much of any of the quarterbacks. Well, we'll get to the other quarterback later. But I'm just saying. But I just want to get right into it. Because now that we got an understanding of what this, we're going to go into the roster and all that. If you had a chance to look at the 53-man roster, you saw a little bit of what preseason was bringing as far as who they kept and from press conferences and things like that and practice. After this, everything is settled and the sun has set, we're ready to rise up soon. So can the Falcons make it back to the playoffs? If Kirk Cousins is the key to offense, and I don't care which order you want to go in, whoever want to jump on this real quick, it don't matter. Just go for it. Who wants to go ahead and get into it? Go ahead.
I'll say it real quick.
Okay.
Based off of the performance from the preseason and what they've seen, what the coaches have seen basically, and what they projected and what they observed, I feel like we do have a chance because of the roster we have right now and the players that we have cut. I feel like we're going to be one of those teams again that we have when we was back in 2016. Now that we have a new quarterback, now that we have Kirk Cousins, who has experience in the NFL and who has been on a team like the Commanders, who has been with the Vikings, he knows his opponents and he knows who to throw to. So that's why him and Kyle Pitts, they have had their conversations together in the offseason. So I feel like with our 4 running backs and our 5 wide receiver core and our tight ends, we got something coming, especially defense. When we just drafted Judon and Simmons, those are some 2 big weapons for the defense. And our defense has been struggling in the trenches for the past 8 years. So this is something that is on the rising, and it's a young team. We got new coaches. We are building a new foundation. So I believe that they're playoff ready.
Okay. Hot take, Asia. Okay. Well, who want to go ahead and get, maybe we'll just go in order. Pam, what do you got on that?
Well, What I got, you're gonna have a veteran quarterback, and that's the key right there. When you have a veteran quarterback, your offensive line gonna perform well. Your running game we got a balanced running game with Algier and Bijan. With the veteran quarterback, the wide receivers gonna run the right route. And tight end gonna do what they supposed to do, block and also run the right route. But on the defense side, what I noticed the improvement is the run stop. We got the big guys up in the front, and they're gonna stop a lot of running games, and they're gonna pressure the quarterback. So I think the defense has improved significantly with the front improving. The back end gonna even be 10 times better. I mean, we're going to probably have, hopefully, 3 and out on the defense, and hopefully that the offense will score some points. That's what I'm looking for on this team. And you have coaches in different areas. They're going to coach each of the young players up, and you got the veterans that going to put these rookies in how to be a professional football, and we're gonna play some football. We're gonna surprise and shock a lot of people. That's my take.
Okay, that's hot take. But I'm gonna answer that, Pam, and I'm gonna let you go with. I'm gonna say this: if the third string defense looking the way, I was like, okay, I see some practice squads players here. I see some people that we might hold on to in that situation. Can you imagine full blown of what these starters are really now? I know it was questionable. I'm gonna leave this until you with that they sat down the starters and things like that, but I guess they're feeling like they already got an idea where this team is. They just wanted to avoid injury. But give me your opinions about Kirk Cousins. How do you feel? Do you feel like this can take us to at least the playoffs?
I do believe that Kirk could be able to get us there. I mean, he is a good regular season quarterback. It's just unfortunately it just hasn't it has a transition in the postseason.
Correct.
The way Raheem has been coaching his team, they've been doing their Wednesday practices. They've been doing more scrimmages where they actually are full force versus each other, rather than the preseason game, which we all know is really just scoping out who's going to be third string, who's going to be on the practice squad, things like that. But Kurt still got an arm. Kurt still know how to read defenses.
He could throw.
Kurt was actually on a roll last year with the Vikings before he got hurt. Everybody thought that the Vikings were going to make the playoffs. And again, incidents happen, injuries happen. And we already know that we never like playing in Miami because we always lose players in Miami. I don't know what it is they need to work on, but we tend to always lose
that
players.
Voodoo.
That dude on that damn field. That field.
But I think a lot of coaches are trying to just look at who is going to be joining on the back end on the team, because you don't want to go full force going to put your starters out there and somebody gets hurt and then it's like, oh damn, I wish I wouldn't have played them and stuff like that.
Didn't we start off with a couple of injuries? Was it last season? We started off because you said we always lose players in that preseason game. So being cautious.
So I'm excited to see where we go. I'm excited to see Kirk get on the field versus Pittsburgh and to see that mangly mutt Arthur Smith lose. I just still ain't.
He's a $1 million baby. That's who he is.
The $1 million baby, the FedEx kid. I'm just ready to see what this team does, how we can get it done, and where Kirk can get us. I think we are going to the playoffs.
Okay. Hot take again. So we're saying playoffs. So Ms. Kiki,
yes,
what's going on, ma'am? Let us know how you feel about Kirkwood.
I definitely think that he is the best quarterback in our division. I don't know if y'all. I don't know how active y'all are on Twitter, but the Ain't fans, they do not trust Derek Carr at all.
No.
They have a part of the fan base that's, standing behind Spencer Rattler. They want him to start. So I'm not worried about Derek. I'm definitely not worried about the midget over there in Charlotte. And Baker Mayfield is hit or miss. So I definitely feel like we have the better team. I feel like we look the best on paper. I mean, it's our division. We just have to play smart.
And it was our vision. It was our division for the paper last year.
It was.
I'm still bitter about that.
The NFC South has been. I mean, we have been a bad division for a while. I remember at one point it was like the NFC East, but now it's us. But I definitely think I have us going 11-6. So.
Oh, okay. You know what? And that's and to me, because we've been consistent with 7-9. So anything better than what we've been on standstill with that improvement. I definitely see us being at least getting that division. If we play our cards right, I think we got. But of course, it's still on paper. We got to see it executed next. We got to see how these players connect with Kirk. As well, but I think that they have a good relationship already.
Yes.
I mean, you can tell that Kirk wants to be here. I mean, I know sometimes it's like, okay, he got a contract, so he's gonna be happy about anything. I don't know. It's the player and it's the coaching, the player to receiver relationship that's going on right now. That it's players that wants to be here to play. At least if not for Kirk. Raheem the Dream.
Definitely Raheem.
Yeah,
somebody is seeing some type of potential there. Let's see what some of these comments are saying. Then we're gonna move on to the next topic because we're gonna talk about another quarterback. And I told Pam, I pre-warned her. We're gonna talk about this one.
Okay, all right.
I would say, but like you were saying, just really quick before you start reading the comments, that they have, you could tell that the culture is different, that is vibrant, and that Kirk has the locker room. He has the respect of the locker room, even though everybody wanted to throw the whole situation of Michael coming here, things and stuff like that. He's been really professional about it, and you could tell that he is coaching up. He is mentoring Michael and different things like that. So, it's respectful, and we're moving forward. And I like that Raheem hasn't taken a bait when it's come for him doing his interviews and different things like that, and taking the criticism. Him and Terry been cooking. I don't think they done in that pot yet, but they been cooking.
They ain't done with that pot. They ain't done with that pot. I love it. I mean, and I love the GM and head coach situation here. It's like we took out that bridge between the two conversations. We let that go, and it's guess what? All right, Terry, it's your job now. This is you. You were brought in to bring that cap together. That was main. You're scouting. This is who you are. This is your talent. You know how to find them, and you also know how to wiggle your way around to make sure we can pay each and everybody. So it said, Tank said, I tried to tell y'all, Ridder was trash. He couldn't even beat out Clayton Tune for the backup position. We're gonna get into it, y'all. I would love for us to get another wide receiver. We're still we still can make moves. There's people over here probably taking it because we haven't been in the media, and we haven't been in the media like this in a long time. So people over here like, what the hell is over there cooking up? But speaking of somebody else,
Ridder.
So let's talk about it. So the writings are kind of on the wall at this point. This man didn't really get. Now I can say I can feel sorry for him because he really honestly came here in office. I don't even want to say it, FedEx. He sold him a dream. We was looking at a whole different situation, and he really wasn't even supposed to be started in the first place. But we had somebody decided to, Marietta, tuck his tail and, went on home to be a backup to somebody else's team. I mean, make that make sense to me. I don't even remember him having a surgery or whatever he claimed was going on with himself, that he couldn't play no more, whatever, Did anybody hear about any procedures doing or anything like that? I didn't care to follow, but I didn't hear anything about
I ain't
anything.
got-
I didn't hear
I really
anything.
didn't give a fuck what
He
he
just
quit.
said that. Yeah, I think he said
His
that
feel it
because
was his
he
feelings. He
didn't
had
want.
surgery on.
Yeah, he said that as an ultimatum. Like if he isn't starting, he's just gonna say that he's injured when he really wasn't.
Okay,
So it's more
so
of a jealousy.
So basically, Desmond Ridder had to slide up in there, and he wasn't expecting that. And we tried to go with him for the season because it was like, okay. He came into a situation where he didn't start. He wasn't prepared for that. Okay, let's give him the benefit of the doubt for the first season of his career. But it's like, okay, now we coming off of all of that excuses. Let's see what he got going on for him, starting. Then we, all the promises they was giving, he's the guy. Of course, somebody sat him down and said, nope, he don't have to practice. I believe in him. And of course, on down the line, we kind of seen who Desmond Ridder is. So for him to be cut, he's being waived from the Cardinals. Go ahead, y'all. Just shoot. Let me know how you feel about it. I know Pam. We know.
Oh, who, me or
whoever. Pam didn't want to talk about it because she's like, that's
let me go and talk about it. Get it over.
say real quick about it. Like, I roll for Ridder, and I still kind of do because I feel like when you're drafted in the 3rd round, you need the right people around you to get you in the right position. Because like I said, we can sit in here and we can comment, oh, he's trash, but you still got people in the league that's trash that get taken up for because they were in a 1st round pick. But I'm not gonna call that person's name. Anyway, I really feel like, to be honest, he should have been maybe the one holding the clipboard and not Heineken over here, because Heineken for me really stunk up preseason. And I'm just like, it's no excuses for him because he's been in the league since 2015. Like that's almost 10 years. That's almost 10 years. There's no more excuses for Heineken. He is what he is. So this kid, in my opinion, he was basically shipped over to Arizona because the fan base don't want him here. They're like, oh, hell no, get that bum out of my team. But we know how this fan base is. Because I'm about to knock on wood. If anything happens with Kurt, they're gonna do the same thing to him.
Oh, hell yeah.
Start.
You already know it.
No, you already know it.
So I just feel like I do feel bad for him. But at the end of the day, guess what? We can call him trash. We can say this man done made almost $5 million. He can go and do whatever the hell he wants to. He got more money in his bank account than me. So good luck for whatever you choose to do in the future. And that's all I gotta say.
Okay.
I wish him all the best. I mean,
I'm not giving up on him. I think he's rehabable. He just got to get into the right coach and the right system.
He got to get in the right situation, y'all.
I agree with that.
That's all I'm gonna say on that. I don't think he's trash. I think he just ran into Arthur Smith and that messed the whole thing up. That's all I'm gonna say on that deal.
I agree with you, Miss Pam. I believe that Arthur Smith, in the situation of how his let me take a breath. Woosah, how he is. I definitely had to take a woosah for a minute.
Yeah.
But how he was and not developing him, not making sure he protected him, I believe it killed his confidence.
I think so.
I really do feel bad for him because I saw you saw something in him. We saw him make good. Sometimes
he made some nice
throws. We seen him, but he made dumb rookie mistakes. But because
he's a rookie, what do you say? He's a rookie.
Yeah, he was a rookie still. He didn't protect him. You had a man that literally had a fan base, a whole city turn on him. That's a killer to you. He would need to get someone, a good coach, a good coordinator, a good QB coach to teach him mechanics properly to be able to get his confidence back on a level need be and give him a chance. I just feel like he deserves a second chance, because if Heineke can sit his trifling,
that's what I'm saying.
Thank you.
I don't know why he can't get a chance.
He's been in the league almost 10 years. There's no more excuses for that.
Yeah. And I believe too that Arthur Smith was more of an offensive coordinator than a coach, because some of the play calls that was out there on the field, like 3rd and 5, you decide to throw it instead of giving it to Bijan, instead of doing corner routes. That's what didn't add up to me. Because like you guys said, I mean, Desmond Ridder had his moments. He had his shining moments. But when it came down to red zone, that was when we was like 30th in the NFL when it came to scoring in red zone. Because it either came down to fumbling the ball at the 1-yard line, or it came down to quarterback sneaks and he couldn't get it across because nobody was protecting him, or he did not have that maintainment level of going forward. Instead, he would try to run around when there's nobody there to block him.
And then add this, Asia, dumb penalties too.
Yes, that too. Holding.
Add to it.
One of the biggest.
Add to it, he did not have a quarterback coach in that room. He didn't have
Thank you.
at all in that room.
Yes.
Compared to what we got this year. We got three quarterback coach in the quarterback room.
Yeah.
So they set him up to fail.
Because
But like I
why
said, he's gonna get on with a team, and he's gonna come back. And then he gonna probably show some of these Falcons fans that call him a trash that he's not trash.
Hold on.
I'm looking for him to come back.
I mean, don't show us too much, but I mean, don't show too much. But
Desmond Ridder got Arthur Smith fired.
That's what I'm about to say. Tank, what you mean? Desmond Ridder alone got Arthur Smith fired, or was Arthur Smith getting himself fired?
I don't think he had to win 3 games. He had to win 3 games and couldn't even do that.
Thank you. We had the division on the necks, people. It was ours.
Can I add something too? Did y'all see the comment where Mike Tomlin called his offense a junior varsity offense? Who's running the offense over there? He was pissed off. Justin Fields' first preseason game, he fumbled like twice in the first quarter. And Mike Tomlin looked like he wanted to choke him out. Russell Wilson didn't look that great either. So if anybody got Arthur Smith fired, he got himself.
He got himself fired.
He got himself fired. Who won the Super Bowl, and you got Justin Fields, who some Falcon fans think he's the next coming of Jesus Christ. So, and
they over there struggling. They struggling over there.
What it boils down to. It boils down to coaching. Coaching matters. That's why you see all these people, even from different franchises, who respect Raheem so much, is because he is a man amongst men.
See, Jerome, you're wrong. That's a theory. I mean, that's wrong for saying that. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to be alive. Really, truly alive. To blame somebody for injury. He got injured non-contact. I was there. I was in Miami when he got injured. So for you to say that's unacceptable.
And so Arthur Smith destroyed Desmond Ridder's career. He really did. Also, Ridder didn't get the mentorship that Phoenix is getting now.
Like I also said in the group chat, they keep teasing this man and talking shit about him, but look who got injured, Rondale Moore. Like the player that we traded for him. So it's like, be careful what you put out into the universe, because how karma's a bitch. So just be mindful of how you talk about other players, and don't come back and bite your team in the ass. That's why I'm just like,
But even with Tank mentioning, he had 3 elite weapons, a top 10 offensive line, top 10 defensive, or whatever you want to say, it still was play calling. It still was execution. It still was the fact that Arthur Smith was calling plays. He's a rookie. He's not knowing how to decipher defenses. He's not understanding that, go through his progressions. We seen that he literally was being tracked by his eyes. He didn't have a quarterback coach. He didn't have a
We have
quarterback.
a
Yeah.
veteran quarterback that
Because
didn't
I'm telling you.
know him
Yeah.
what to do.
Like, come on,
That's
you
why
got
I
two.
am so appreciate that Kirk Cousin is our quarterback and Michael Pitt sitting behind him and learn how to be an NFL
Exactly.
quarterback.
Correct.
Because the chances
And we
are
need to
he's
be
gonna
mindful of
playing.
how using that word elite too, because at the end of the day, Drake London and Kyle Pitts,
He was
granted that
joking.
they're great,
He was
but they have
joking.
not reached elite level yet. So if that's what you're talking about, then I don't know. But we throw that word elite around too loosely.
Mhm.
Like they still young. They got to earn that title.
And Jerome, look, we got pit bulls on this show. So look, joking or not, Miss Pam gonna come for you now. You know, so but he was just joking. But come on, ladies, we have to be honest. But we're gonna go ahead and get, because this always a very sensitive topic. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next one, because we'll be on this thing all day talking about Desmond. Let's get on.
Yeah, best of
Thank you
luck,
everybody for your
Yeah.
feedback. But let's get into this guy right here, because there's mixed reviews on this call right here.
Oh, AJ.
So,
AJ Terrell.
well, you know what, Asia, since you already own it, go ahead and let us know what you feel about that. And then, of course, he's alumni now. Mr.
Oh,
Westlake.
yeah.
I'm a Westlake alumni. So
They retired his jersey.
it says AJ's on signing contract extension, staying home in Atlanta. Literally, I don't take none of it for granted. So how do you feel about that, Asia?
I actually like this signing, like re-signing him for an extra 4 years, because he has improved over the years that he's been on the team. And I get so tired of people downing him, saying, oh, he was a bad pick back when he got drafted. But I'm like, over time, I have seen him block passes. I have seen him go down the field, getting tackle for tackle on top of players. And he has created some interceptions as well. He has created some block passes that have turned into interceptions. He has created interceptions himself. So he is a good safety on the team, as well as a good cornerback. So with him being Jesse Bates, being with Justin Simmons, that's going to be a good trio right there, because all three of them they're all versatile. So they all got their own motto when it comes to tackling players, getting down the field, blocking passes, just things like that. So I'm excited to see what he's gonna do this year and how much he has improved over the years that he's been with us.
Okay, Pam, what you got on that?
I think they needed to sign him. So I will agree with them. Go ahead and sign him. And the only thing I have about him is when he's just gonna have to look back for the ball. That's it. Other than that, he does other things good. And so I agree with somebody who said that he is underrated corner in the league. He is bad. I would say that.
Okay, Miss Witt, what you got on that?
Oh, I'm like, AJ Terrell, y'all, you got to remember, it's been a few seasons where he was actually a corner that a lot of teams did not throw towards. Yes, he had some sticky situations. He didn't got burnt a few times. I mean, corners do get burnt, but I think he deserved his money. He is getting his Westlake jersey retired this week, I think on the 30th. And I mean, he a hometown guy. So is Grady Jarrett. I mean, he's earned his keep, and I don't definitely see this issue for me. I feel like he just need a CB 2 on the side of him, on the other side. So that's about it.
Okay, and you already know, Miss Kiki, your last thoughts on this one.
Well, I rock with my guy, because I think I'm like the only Clemson fan on the panel. So I rock with him since the Clemson days. So I was happy for him. He deserved it, and I feel like he gonna get his this year. I'm gonna give him at least 5 interceptions, because I know last year he ain't had any. So I think this year he gonna really turn it up a notch.
Yes.
Yeah.
And for turning up a notch, do you think just honestly. I mean, honestly, we really can't say anything about the blueprint right now until we see everything on the field. But,
Right.
you know, I feel like right now there's a different energy with this team.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Westlake always put on good players. Thank you. You know, my school is always awesome. Just letting y'all know, Westlake.
Oh, you went to Westlake, Ms. Maggie?
Yes, ma'am. I sure did.
Okay.
Cam Newton, everybody that graduated around the time I graduated. Yep. So
Wow.
even though, you know, we talk about Cam, but yeah, no, but you know, he could have been something great too. He got out of his anyway. But
And he
as
didn't
far
have on
as
that cat on his uniform.
yeah, no. So as far as AJ, you know, come on. Something we don't really keep our play. You know, we wasn't keeping our players like that. You know, we ready to trade and, you know, bang and boogie with these players. Some players just kind of want to stick around and retire. Grady Jarrett, you know, you know, so I feel that I'm okay with it. It's like it's honestly it's kind of, if you look at it, it's like a more of a not a 4-year deal, but it's more of a 3-year and see, you know, type of situation where it's like where are you at this point, AJ? Now you got to produce. You're getting your contract now. But he might just have a better opportunity with this coaching staff. We just got to see what's going to happen. It's really going to take. It's because I feel there is some potential in this defense. Feeling really good about this defense, you know. So we're gonna get into it. Let's see what these comments are saying, though. It says, let's see what's going on, Lady Falcons. This is our year. So Wallace said this is our year. And AJ always takes the number one wide receiver. They're number ones for a reason. Let's see. It's always good to have a top cover cornerback rather than none. Glad he got paid, and he's from the A also. That's cool. AJ might go crazy and give you 2. Laugh out loud. Homegrown and drafted here. Stay out of trouble. Okay. Class of 07. I came out in 03. I like that we have retained many of our veteran players who have shown progress, and this is their time. And, you know, and I'm going to take this back to an interview. I'm going to find that interview that we had with, it was Keenan Forney and Chris. It was a Chris draft on that show. This is when we first started AFN. We were able to interview some legends. We had Terrence Mathis, Chuck Smith, Jamal Anderson, Ogundeji, whatever his name is, whatever the other guy's name. I can't think of his name. Starts with an O.
I know who you're talking about, the running back.
Thank you. We've had some of those legends on, and the thing that they kept repeating was, it was just that the respect factor in their veterans. It was like a chain of command, basically. It was like, you got to respect the veteran before you can get to that head coach, before you get to the GM. So it was like, you got to get your shit together with these veterans before you even go complain about what's going on with whatever situation it is. So you had to prove yourself. They had real captains at that time. And guess what? When Dan Reeves walked in the room, there was fucking respect.
There you go.
Exactly.
The room got quiet. It wasn't all these shenanigans and, you know, rest in peace to him. But it was about basics of business. You come in here and got a job you got to do. And guess what? We made it to the dance. We just didn't get, you know, we did whatever. But that was the goal. The prize was the end of going to the Super Bowl, and we got there even when we had even thought that we wasn't even supposed to be there. So it's like, we got a team at this point that wants to play. We got veterans that say, I want to retire a Falcon. I'm good.
And they want to be here.
They want to be here.
People think they want to be here. I mean, that's a magnificent situation to be in, because I mean, we know a lot of people who talk crap about the city of Atlanta, the fans and all that stuff like that, not understanding that tailgating is a big thing down here. And a lot of tailgaters, they've been drunk, they've been out there since 8, 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. So it takes a minute to get into the seats, which I'm hoping to get a little bit of that to change, to make sure that we're there from kickoff to as 0-0-0-0 on that
Right.
clock. But
Exactly.
do that. But just a little quick comment. AJ and my dad did point out that my dad is a huge fan of us now. Hey, shout out to my dad. He said that he believed AJ actually is going to have a good season because of our safeties.
Yes.
He sees that we have a dangerous secondary.
So we got some help in the backfield.
What they call themselves now? The crash out crew.
The crash out crew.
And that's it. Christy Lewis said there is now veteran mentorship in offense and defense, not just at quarterback. And LLQJ said, hey, ladies, I haven't watched AFN. Well, we actually haven't been. We've been, kind of chilling for the summer, so we haven't done the Lady Birds. And I know a lot of people was like, when y'all coming back? Well, we got football to talk about now. So we didn't want to bore you with the if, ands, and what ifs. It's like, yeah, I'm sick of that. I want to see some pads. I want to see cleats on the field now. I'm ready for some football, ladies. So let's go ahead and get into this roster. It was Ovi. Thank you. Thank you.
Ovi. But Ovi,
we had him on the show as well. I'm actually what I might do is re-debut those, re-download them and have y'all watch those interviews. Now, this is when we first started AFN. So, the quality and everything is a little different. But, we thank you.
Thank start from somewhere, but look at the magnificent look where we are now.
And I'm definitely trying to invite more people and some legends on. Again, John Abraham, I don't ran into his behind. I don't been trying to get this man on the show. You ain't said nothing to me. Yes, I have. We're gonna catch him though. We're gonna catch him because he recognized. He was like, Maggie T. I was like, what's up, John? So let's go ahead and get right into it though. Let's do it.
Okay.
I got some screenshots. I mean, I did the best I could, y'all. So, hope y'all can see it. I hope you got your glasses on. But we're going to talk about the 53-man roster. Drum roll, please.
Somebody block that name off the quarterback, please. I ain't drunk enough for this.
So as you can see, yep. Somebody is still somebody's there. Let's talk about it. Heineke.
Yeah.
Of course, we already know cousin
that just won't go away.
But I guess we kind of predicted it when they gave him that little bit of here you go, man. So it's like, he got a little
took a pay cut, y'all. He took a pay cut to be on the team. So, hey. And
he even mentioned that he likes being here. But it's like after what I saw in the preseason. Incomplete passes.
We can tell
and then if he liked being here, then why he a Green Bay fan?
Yeah.
But anyway,
and the thing is, it's like there was a play. I think they were playing Baltimore, and like there was a wide receiver that was like double coverage. So I'm like, why are you throwing to somebody who is covered by two defenders?
Let me move this banner.
Who's doing a curve route that is wide open?
He overthrew
after showing replays.
Him and overthrowing, him not reading his progressions. It's like he's doing the same silly shit. Excuse me. I mean, I'm trying to avoid one cuss word and run into another, but it's just like that man makes me so mad because I'm like, okay, they gave him this money last year. Maybe him and Ridder can work something out. Then when Ridder got sad, I'm like, I didn't like how the whole situation happened. But I'm like, Taylor Heineke has been in the league for years now. You are a leader of a team. So let's see what you do. You still look like you in your first year. You look like a rookie. You're looking at rookie mistakes. I'm like, how is that with your overgrown veteran behind? How are you still making these silly mistakes, overthrowing your receivers, not looking where not oh God,
I'm with Raleigh. Raleigh. Hopefully we won't see him in the game. I'm with
probably won't be.
Let me see some of these comments. And so we're gonna make it quick on these, the quarterback situation, because of course, there's not much to talk about, Mr. Heineke. I'm shocked. But actually, at the same time, I'm not surprised because they was like, here's the pay cut. Just come on here and just be the, kiss the boo-boos and sit on the bench and hold the clipboard. You got a job.
Gatorade. The blue
There
one.
you go. There you go. Here, throw them the towels, when they ready.
Hey, Maggie, when I
Water
heard
boy.
Coach said
Yeah.
what I heard on the regulator show Sunday that they weren't going to have the third string quarterback, I thought for sure Heineken was going to get cut.
Me
I
too.
thought too.
They
Me
put that rule in where they're going to have the third emergency quarterback.
Right.
So
Yeah, he looked like Paddock. I agree. He looked like Paddock. The way he was playing.
I mean, I
he
actually would have
wasn't playing
preferred
like
Paddock.
a veteran.
yeah,
Yeah,
me
Paddock
too.
Paddock wasn't bad. That's when they actually scored. You know what?
So
Oh God. I need a drink,
so
y'all.
let's talk about this running back room. Let's talk about the running back room and the wide receiver crew. So let's get it. Of course, you already know. Bijan.
Yes.
Tyler.
Bijan.
Mr. Avery. Come on. So what do y'all think about the running back situation? How you liking it? How you liking it?
I like it.
I like it.
It was basically the ones we drafted the last 2 years. I knew that was going to be it, and I forgot his name. Who just got cut? I think he's going to make it on the practice squad. But our running back room is solid. Our running back room is solid. I don't have no concerns there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like Jace McClellan, he's gonna get a lot of running this year. I feel like he's gonna get a lot of passes.
I hate to say he might be the Tyler Algier replacement, y'all.
Don't make me cry, Auntie.
I hate to say
that little bowling ball.
I know, but
oh, Pam, you know what they got on Mike and them? Who was it that said it on their show?
They did.
Because it was Big Will and the guys kind of back and forth, and Big Will was basically saying, "Why would you trade Algier?" But you kind of just said that.
Yeah.
Let's get into it. Let's go get into it. So, how do you basically just repeat what you're saying? It's kind of going a little bit more why you think that, what you were just saying about Algier.
Well, not knocking Algier. I'm crazy about Algier. I think he's good and all that. But you got to look down on the line. He's going to come up for a contract. And so we can't pay all these folks, So that's why I said that he might be his potential replacement.
Okay. Okay. What you got on that, Miss Lyrics Mom? How you feel about this running back room?
I'm happy to see my buddy Avery Williams made it, because I was thinking, he was so close to breaking so many returns, like he would get close, but then But Algier, I'm hoping we can kind of some way figure out to keep him and Bijan together, because they're thunder and lightning, but I can see the other side of it too, where you can't really keep both of them.
Can't keep both.
So, yeah.
And then we sign all these contracts, and depending on how cap space is and all that,
we did good on cap space.
What's gonna happen? So
we did do good.
Yeah, I noticed.
But for the time being, he's on the team, and I think he's gonna make the most out of that running room. Him and Bijan gonna do well.
And then we gotta look at it like this too. We gotta make sure everybody stay healthy, and that's the main important thing right here. So it's like, not surprised that he's still on. I'm not, but Avery Williams, and I'm not surprised at that one. But let's go ahead and get into the wide receiver. Some people are saying go get another, this, that. So what do you think about this list, Drake London? You love.
Ray McLeod is my baby daddy, y'all. Just to let y'all know.
Hey. Ray.
Drake London is my adopted son, y'all.
And my daddy calls him his nephew.
Drake London is your adopted son.
Also is my.
We got baby daddies on deck, so
Casey Bushman is another one.
Don't let Brianna hear you say that. So
one thing I will say is I'm glad we brought back Kadero Hodge, because at one point we did trade him to the Jaguars, but he came back because he was actually really good in one of the games. I do remember when we played against the Panthers, and it was like towards the end of the game, I believe, when we were like in the lead, and we had threw the ball to him, and we had so much space for him, and he scored a 49-yard touchdown. And I just remember that because I remember it was like probably 2 years ago when actually Desmond Ridder was our quarterback. So I'm actually glad we brought him back because he's gonna be a weapon, a good weapon for us, especially with Darnell Mooney. I've seen highlights.
That's who I can't wait to see play too. Him and Kirk. I want to see their connection.
Me too.
Yeah,
Me too. And we're gonna get into that too.
I'm
but
very excited to see that. But one thing I can say in which I am surprised, and I do think they might bring in another wide receiver. But Chris Blair did play really well. I do agree with Andre Murphy in the chat. And I believe they're probably going to put him on the practice squad. But y'all got to remember, Raheem made it very clear. He wants these boys to be able to make it on other squads. If they have the opportunity to be on the 53 and have a chance to play on the field, he wants to give them that opportunity. So, I mean, if Chris Blair don't get picked up by another team on waiver, I mean, shit. He can go on the practice squad. I don't see no issue with it, but I'm just like, I know this was probably a tough decision on how they want to roll, but I do feel like we do need a one more wide receiver. I do, honestly.
Yeah. Okay. They got to kind of clear waivers before they get on the practice squad. That's the thing about it.
We might get an undrafted free agent too.
And I think somebody said earlier, let me go back to that comment. It said, let's see, it said we can, I forgot where it said, like we get in a good position, we could possibly, pull, another one. So I just got to find that comment. I can't remember what it was, but let's go ahead and get to the next, we're doing all 53 people. So we're going to go right into the next list. Let's go ahead and bring it on up here. So I'm going to take this comment off so you can see it. What's up, Quentin Lavender? Say, hello, Lady Birds. Just got off my school bus doing a sports run. How are you? How you doing?
How you doing?
Thank you. So, hey, let's get right into it. Cal Pitts. Redemption year. Healthy. So, how do y'all feel about that one? The tight ends. How do you feel about this list right here?
Put up or shut up. That's basically what it said.
I think
I don't even know nobody else in the tight end room.
Yeah.
I'm like, who the hell is that?
He's gonna be a duo.
Yeah, everybody want to know who Ross
I don't know who that is. Who is
he played for San Francisco along with Charlie Warner.
Oh, he's the one we picked up earlier this year in the offseason. I remember that. He came from Georgia. Yeah, he came from Georgia. I do remember that.
So he's a good blocking tight end, and he's a good. And I think that's the reason he's on the team because of the blocking, and he's probably good, and he got a good hands too.
He's a blocking tight end. That's from what I heard as well too. So he's gonna be able to help Kyle Pitts and Charlie Warner, especially his size. He is big.
Yeah,
I believe he's bigger than Kyle Pitts, but I feel like Kyle Pitts and Kirk Cousins, they're gonna be like a duo. Like how Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce is. That's going to be a duo right there.
Okay. Hot take.
It's supposed to be his year to prove that he's that tight end. He's got a veteran quarterback now,
and he's healthy. Yeah.
Y'all think he scores his first touchdown on the first game? Y'all think he gets a touchdown against the Steelers?
I don't know. I think it's gonna be one of the rookies.
I think it's Drake London. I think it's gonna be Drake London, y'all.
I feel like it's gonna be a rookie. The only reason why I say that is because last year our first touchdown came from Bijan Robinson. I feel like this year it's probably gonna be a wide receiver, and something is telling me it's probably gonna be Darnell Mooney.
Okay.
That's what I think.
I would probably agree with you on that.
Yeah, because it's always been a rookie that scores the first touchdown at the beginning of the season.
And because you're right. It's like, this is my debut game. I got to make a statement here because we got these great guys that's, they've been talked about. So I got to make a name for them because one thing I can say, FedEx, he was trying to get that competition part going. He just didn't quite know how to hold that momentum because let's go back to Desmond Ridder. This man was in the locker room before anybody else. He was on the practice field before anybody else when it used to be. He took his job seriously. I don't know what happened, but it's the same mindset again, that these players are ready to play. So it says, yes, ma'am, I'm ready to see my boy, my dog, my man, Cal freaking Pitts, the unicorn, and Kirk Two Chains, cousin connection in the games like they doing and showing highlights at practice that the Gwen and Hinton to AIL's run the ball by any means. Tab Sports Gaming said the reason I feel we don't need another wide receiver because we got Drake, Moody, Ray. Cal, Casey, we got Kirk Cousins, Ray. You know, we a hood team, y'all. It says,
you always gotta have a
I don't know if y'all
around.
know this, but he I think before he after he got onto the team, he took the receivers and tight end down to Florida to the home of what was that coach name? Good Lord.
The Gruden brother?
Gruden home. Yeah. And so I think he pretty much, they went over films. They did a lot during that time. So
he Mr. FedEx, y'all. You know, he ain't got no name on here on AFN channel. He's Mr. FedEx, Mr. $1 Million Man. You know, everybody got a nickname.
Mr. FedEx.
You know, $1 Million baby. So let's go ahead and get to the next list of it, though. You know, so now we don't talk about the tight ends. Offensive line. What do y'all think? That Jake Matthews still there? Chris Lindstrom, Khalid McGrary. So let's get into it. Are you surprised at some of these names on this offensive line?
I knew Jake Matthews was going to make cuts. Jake Matthews, he's always been good. Like the blocking, especially one game. I believe they were playing the Eagles when Matt Ryan was back here. I remember we were 4th and 1. He had blocked one of the players and gave it to Julio.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, you good. You good. That's all I have to say. I just remember that one game. That's why I felt like Jake Matthews, he's still doing his thing. But what were you gonna say?
You're not gonna have any issue with Drew Dalman messing up the ball at center. With Kirk Cousins.
Think about it.
Yeah. He done a lot better. I'm gonna tell you, he done a whole lot better.
Oh.
So that we're gonna see a significant improvement on that.
Okay. What you got on that, Whit? Surprises?
There's no surprises over here. I'm very happy that the line was able to remain. It's that chemistry they clearly have. And I mean, let's just see some holes pushing and getting them boys some running yards, being able to hold and protect Kirk.
Like, thank you. Please protect them. And you said something there with, it's right now, your chemistry comes with time and age and chemistry, and a better situation as far as offensive line, offensive coaches and, quarterback coaches, that connection, come and protected our quarterback. Having a quarterback here that we actually it's going to show that he's a veteran, and show these quarterbacks, what it takes. It's the chemistry with some healthy players that actually has a redemption year this year, Kyle Pitts. So it's like, this is my opportunity because everybody been talking crap about me. Everybody been saying this and that. This whole situation last year was the roller coaster of the quarterback situation. So now we got a little decent, solid situation when it comes to Kirkwood and Penix. A good offensive line and a solid team that knows each other. Saying everybody's pretty much still intact here. I think, if everybody stay healthy, we looking hella good, so I'm not surprised at this list. It says Storm Norton did one hell of a job when Khalid McGrary went down with that injury. I had 8 offensive linemen making the roster, and I didn't think they was going to keep 9, and I had Gwen not making it. Okay. Me personally, I'm glad they kept Storm Norton. Okay. So let's get right into the next. We're just gonna keep it moving along. This Lady Birds, y'all gonna learn some things here. In case you didn't get a chance to see the roster, we had to bring it to you. So let's get this coming off the screen. Let's go ahead and talk about the next list right here. So
defense.
Now that's my, this right here. I love it. So let's look at this list right here.
That's gonna be dangerous.
What you think about it, y'all?
I'm gonna let someone else start off because I know
I got something to say.
I'm still trying to catch my breath from seeing Eddie Goldman name on there. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah.
Hold on.
I think
Go
Eddie Goldman's
ahead, lady. Go ahead, tell us why
because we all know what we've been through with him. And when I saw his name, I was like, oh my God, is this real?
He on the D line.
I almost had an asthma attack, and I don't even have asthma. I was like, "Oh shit, he's staying."
Not asthma attack.
I got something to say about that too.
That means he ain't believing nothing that Mr. FedEx was doing. That's what I think too.
he packed his bags. He said,
Didn't he leave us and then we signed him again and he left us again? Like I don't.
It was like that, ring around the rosy. I don't know, There was one of those like, okay, man, what are you gonna do? Make up your mind. Which way you gonna go? What you got on that, Pam? I know you said you want to add to that one.
I think Matthew Judon gonna help Hunter Epicata out a whole lot. That's my hot take on there. On how about the pass rush and all that. He's gonna learn a lot from him. And then D'Angelo Malone, that's a surprise to me, but I'm glad he made it.
Oh yeah, I saw him preseason. He was really good. He showed up.
He showed up on preseason. I'm actually happy to see that Street is remaining because baby, he put in work when Grady Jarrett went down. I mean, he plugged that line, so I'm very happy. Of course, I'm happy to see Onyemata. I'm happy to see Grady Jarrett. I'm hoping his physical, I'm hoping he come back bigger and better after this injury. I'm gonna make sure I keep a prayer at all times for the ACL. I mean, I knew Zach and I mean, we knew Rook was gonna make it. So again, I'm excited for it. AK, he had a couple of issues, but I believe AK is still he's gonna do absolutely fine. Of course, I'm always happy to see Zoe. And of course, the inside linebackers. Woo.
That's right.
Those top three.
Having Troy, Nyght, and Ellis back. Then you add Bertrand. Man, dangerous.
Yes, man.
Just to let y'all know too, Nate Landman is my baby daddy too.
Oh, see, you got two baby daddies over here, Hattie. You got two baby daddies.
I got two baby daddies with one child, so y'all figure it out.
That's what I'm saying. She got one child, two baby daddies, so that baby's gonna be athletic. That baby's gonna be athletic. Outside linebackers and inside, just this whole list right here. How do y'all feel?
I'm glad we picked up Caden Ellis in the first place because the fact he came from the Saints and he transitioned into a Falcon and how we trained him and how he has developed over the years since he's been here. He knows how to create turnovers. When it comes to fumbles, for example, I've seen the punch, the tush push, the punches. I've seen the ball getting smacked out. And every time I turn around, when I look at the replay, it was because of Ellis. Landman is another person to look for this year as well. That's why
I'm sorry, Mike.
I'm sorry, Mike.
But I almost passed out a little bit.
I got a hot take on Troy Anderson, y'all.
Okay.
Look out for him on special team. He's gonna have more block punts.
Oh yeah. I remember that he almost sent somebody to the shadow room against the Rams.
The Rams, yes, I remember that. It was him, Lorenzo Carter. I remember that.
Yeah, Lorenzo Carter ran the touchdown for the touchdown.
I do remember that.
I felt bad for the
The punter.
That was funny. And Zoe needed oxygen immediately.
Mm-hmm.
You see him on that oxygen can immediately.
Kelvin O'Connor said when Root can get experience, he's gonna be a beast.
He is
Oh,
gonna be a
no.
He has
That's
some
a
big
goal right
dogs he's going to be learning from.
And somebody's trying to, defend Goldman. He said, I knew that Goldman was going to make the roster and to help that the defensive lineman coach, Jay Rogers, coached him with the Bears. Okay. Street is nasty. He's coming off the bench. Pray for him. Who was this? Yo, Ravens are better. Okay. What's going on?
Wrong birds, baby. Wrong birds.
Nyght, the African king, landing.
Ravens ain't even cute. They ugly.
I'm glad, boy, my dog, my man Nyght, the beast, the dog, the man, the monster. Look at you. Landman got the green dot on the back of his helmet. Congratulations to him for that. D. Coleman, so is David on your mommy is David on your mommy is also nasty.
Not on your mommy.
On the mommy. He's trying to save his last name.
Maggie didn't say nothing. Leave him alone. It's Dre Asia.
I know who that is.
You invited a Ravens fan.
Yeah,
bro. Bring yourself to the channel. How about that? I want you to come on the show. You talking all that crap.
Yeah, how about beat Patrick Mahomes this year? How about that? Stop letting him always win the AFC.
Okay, ATL Leo. You can't leave it without ATL Leo going. So let's go ahead and get next to the next roster. Then we're gonna get into our cuts too, people. So let's get right into our next list. Cause we still going. I know we've been holding on for about an hour, so we're just gonna get through this list as quick and fast and in a hurry. But what y'all think about it?
I got a problem with Clark
Phillips.
Who? You said you got a problem with who?
I got a problem with one of those cornerbacks on there, and I'm pretty sure y'all know who it is.
The offer?
That second one.
Mike
Hughes.
Why like Jocelyn said, why is you here? Like, but I guess.
Mike Hughes, Dre Murphy, right with you. Dre, why you mad? He said Hughes better be him, man.
That's what I said.
What y'all got on this list? We just, all of it. We're just gonna cut it short. The safeties, specialists, everybody on this list right here. Who's standing out to you? That
everybody got an issue with Richard Grant, but I'm gonna tell y'all.
Just about to say that.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. This is Richard Grant contract year, and you're gonna see a different Richard Grant, y'all. I'm telling you.
I hope so, Auntie Pam, because I'm about ready to pull my belt out on him.
It's like he creates too many wide open passes. There have been plays down the field where he has not been covering nobody, especially when
they put him in a wrong position.
Yes,
that's the problem. But in a Raheem Morris defense or Jimmy Lake's defense, you're gonna see him in a good position. That's my
at least be a cornerback. He's more built for a cornerback than a safety, because if he's letting wide receivers get corner routes and getting wide open down the field, and you are not covering for them, and you're behind the wide receiver 5 yards, you should be in front of the wide receiver, blocking passes, getting the interceptions like Jesse Bates does, and then getting pick sixes. Not being a weak link on the field, running around like you don't know what you're doing. And then when the cameraman looks at you,
different defense, y'all.
Yes.
I mean, a different coach, different head coach, different team. In this system, he's gonna be in a better position. Y'all gotta trust the process. Raheem Morris want him on the team for a reason.
Trust it.
So I'm not gonna go against Raheem Morris.
No.
Yeah, I like Raheem Morris.
There's enough. He got enough people against him already. So
exactly.
Yes.
Now he knows who he wants on the defense and all that. So y'all just might as well accept it. He's part of the team. Accept that.
Okay. And Wallace Smith,
I just got my belt ready, Auntie.
Now who I am gonna pull my belt out on?
Uh-oh.
It's cool. Now, if
Oh,
And I
oh my
want to get
God,
to that conversation. Cool.
Yeah, cool.
Those
Who's at a
men,
hit?
immediately,
Because
I
cause
don't
look
know
at
what
it,
the
it came
Tennessee
from last
University, but
season
he need to figure
too.
it
He
out.
was a little
Mm,
inconsistent. Then he's bringing it back into the preseason. Like I know everybody was like, "Oh well, this just preseason," but
but no, the
No,
way
you missing
Yeah.
3 kicks. No,
yeah, 3
no,
kicks
man,
And then like
no.
all within 40 yards, like, sir.
yeah,
you
there
fit
was
what was a
40 yards.
54-yard you kicked and got,
Yeah,
but everything
yeah,
else.
he
they
did
were
a
like the
40-some yard
yarders
he gets.
missed. Yeah, he can get
Like
the
that's ridiculous. Like, I mean, I understand he lost his number, maybe with losing the 7, he lost his superpowers. I don't know, but he need to figure that the fuck out.
No, he
Figure
lost
it
his
out
cleats.
now.
Remember they stole his SUV. He lost his cleats.
You know, he lost his
Oh
cleats.
yeah,
Stole
I
his
remember that.
SUV. Whoever stole
yeah.
that SUV, please return the man cleats. So that's what the problem is.
You know, stole his magic feet. You know, y'all can't do that to the man. You know, it said Mike Hughes is here because of Jerry Gray coached him up when they was with the Vikings, and hopefully he can get something out of Hughes. Get a pick for Richie, the weakest link Grant, whenever Hitman Hillums comes back, though. Dang, you know. So, but yeah, cool. Y'all better hush. I don't want to hear no whoo. No, I want to be quiet until he can prove himself. It's gonna be silence. It's gonna be crickets.
It's like that he be having his drunk moments.
Yeah.
Cool is reliable 9 to 10 of the times, but he be having his drunk moments.
Bro, he
Yeah.
was definitely drunk in that Ravens game.
Yes.
Oh,
He better get it together for the season start. That's all
But
I got to
oh
say.
yeah.
you gotta
Find
think
out what
about
kind of
it.
liquor that was so I can stay away from it too.
Yes, but you gotta look at it
Yeah.
like this. Cool was actually considered inconsistent before he got on the Falcons roster. If anybody
Mhm.
kind of look at his track record, so
Yeah.
it's the old Cool coming back.
Yeah.
He came from the Chargers, so
Yeah.
I liked it.
So,
We can't
but
have that
no,
against him now. He just
we
got to go get it.
we're gonna have to see what's gonna happen. Cool was just getting all of his missing out of the way doing preseason. That's all that was, though, y'all. Okay, Trey.
And that's what
Yeah,
Raheem
see.
Morris was saying. Cool gonna be okay. He said it on the interview.
Well, apparently, I guess so. They holding on to it. Well, of course, they ain't getting rid of no Cool, but just saying. You know, if now let's just be thankful and hopefully that the team. But I'm gonna go to the next list. And anything else on this list that y'all kind of like, what the hell, whatever. We're gonna go to the next one after this.
I have one thing to say. One thing that I have to say is our special teams needs to be better this year, because last year I don't know what I saw on the field when it came to special teams, when it came to punt returns, when it came to kickoffs. It's like they would get stopped back at the 20-yard line or at the 10-yard line. It's like the blocking needs to be better when it comes to special teams. But that's all I gotta say about that.
I agree that, and I think they're working on that, especially how the new kickoff rules are. And
That's
how
what I'm gonna say. It's a new kickoff rule, so it's gonna be kind of different, on that.
Okay, let's go ahead and get to the last of this 53-man roster. Didn't mean to cut you off, Asia. You had something else to add?
Yeah.
Okay. Just keep Matt Bryan on speed dial and tell him to stretch the game. Y'all seen that mess that been on internet?
Yeah.
They try to kill. But I don't know what's going on, because it's a lot of poof sites doing that. Somebody actually did that to a personal friend of mine and said that she got killed in a car accident. And of course, that upset her family. So I don't know what's the mojo with people doing dumb shit like that.
I don't know if it's AI, because
I don't know, but people just sharing and not doing that research.
Exactly.
And actually,
And that's why I tell you to check your facts.
I'm actually friends now with his wife, and because it kind of happened on accident. She was sending me a video of her son, Matt Bryant Jr. Of his he's playing baseball and football, and she sent a video. I think she might have thought she was sending it to Atlanta Falcons. So I was like, oh, it's his wife. What's going on? She was like, oh, I'm sorry, that was a mistake. But she was like, you know what? Feel free, share it. Basically, his son is an athlete too, and he's doing pretty amazing. And so me and her have been communicating and anything like that. So I would think I'm gonna look at her page before I trust anybody else to say, you know, if
I look at
anybody
the
didn't know.
Atlanta website. Look at the Atlanta website. They would have been the first one put it
Yeah.
out.
So if people don't know what happened, they basically was trying to write him off as having a car accident. He, you know, we ain't even gonna put that in the atmosphere, in the universe, but they basically was trying to say that he was no longer here. You know, so it's crazy.
Yeah,
I hope and
I
pray
don't play them
with.
type of games. Like you don't put that
I
out
don't.
there. Like
You don't put that out
Right.
there.
That's
No.
crazy.
So last but not least, lady, let's get into it. Then we'll get into this. We got because now we got the people as a dip and added and on the 53. We also got to talk about them cuts too.
Oh, yeah.
So let me get this off here. So I hope y'all can see it. But there you go. This is the last little bit of it. So this is pretty much the 53 man. So right here. What do y'all think about the last little list of this? Let me go ahead and get this 53 man.
I don't really know.
Godspeed to DeMarco Hellums.
I think some of the players may be sign on to the Falcons as practice squad. You're gonna have some that's gonna get picked up.
Natrone Brooks shocked me. That one I thought he would have made it.
Brooks. Oh yeah.
Brooks did. Brooks shocked me.
King even said on the interview that he's gonna perform for not only for the Falcons but the other 52 teams. He did say that on the interview. The last interview he did with the game. You know, he did say that.
Okay, and then this the last list of I don't know if y'all can see it. I try to cut and look, y'all. I don't know if you can read that. I can't see. I'm blind.
I see.
But
and then Kevin King is another shocker too. That was another shocker.
John Fitzpatrick was a shocker. That was a shocker for me.
But y'all also got to think about we do bring back players
for the practice squad.
So don't be surprised. And they actually did it last year. You know, a lot of people I can't believe it, but they came back to the practice squad. So, we'll see. We'll see what they do.
Don't come back.
Yeah. Anybody surprising on this list here other than that?
Yes. Spencer Brown.
Just Brooks.
He was actually really good. It was Spencer Brown, Kevin King, and Fitzpatrick for me.
And Carlos Washington too, kind of.
Oh yeah, that's true. Because he had a lot of reps given to him.
I think you might not see the last of them. It says, let's see, Natrone was the preseason hero. That's why again Hughes better beat him. He told me you so far showing for sure, bro. Okay, well, whatever you say, Dre. Period. End of discussion. Anybody, fans in the chat. Y'all see anybody on this list that you're, like, why did you cut them? Do you see them coming back to the practice squad? What do y'all think?
Dre Murphy mentioned he wishes Brooks, Carlos Washington, Chris
Blair, and John Fitzpatrick, Kevin King all make the practice squad tomorrow afternoon. Yeah, practice squad.
We hope.
Yeah,
we hope they clear waivers and actually make it to that. They got to clear waivers, and because that means other teams don't.
I feel most of them will be back, like Zion, Lodge, Southside 12.
I think Zion gonna be back too. Yeah.
You think he's gonna be back?
Yeah.
Yeah. Too.
And Jerome said he's interested to see if we bring I think that's what everybody's been kind of talking about. We need one more
wide receiver. Yep.
So we shall see. King and Brooks make practice squad. Washington too. Nothing surprising. We're going to keep a lot of them. Get a lot of them back. Yeah, and that's kind of what we saw last year. But looking at this list, looking at the 53-man roster, going into game 1, let's talk about it. What are your season expectations with this roster that you see, this 53-man roster? Basically we got players that are still here and still together. We got healthier players. Hopefully Grady Jarrett is doing all right. But I think he's ready. He's been out there practicing. I've been seeing him moving. He hasn't been trying to stay stiff. He's keeping himself going. And it looks like he kind of,
right.
He doing these things right now, so let's just talk about it. What do y'all expect? Well, I'll go ahead and start it. I think, like you said, we are something to look into in the South as far as our division right about now. We had it last year, but Mr. FedEx, the $1 million, baby. We had it, man. We had the South won.
Yeah.
There was no competition out there. There was nothing. We had it. You dropped the ball. So I feel like this is our season for the taking, at least to get the division. My expectation is more than 7-9. Defense getting, I'm a defense girl, but if we can at least have a solid both sides offensive, basically protecting our quarterback, stopping the dumb penalties, getting in the red zone. You know what I'm saying? Just overall, I want a complete team finally.
Yes.
Can we get it this year?
Both
Can we get
sides.
it this year?
I'm tired.
I want to have the balance,
Yeah.
not offense carrying the load, not defense carrying the load, just the perfect balance.
Yeah. Because I get tired of seeing one game when the offense is doing good and the defense isn't doing good, and then we blow games when we're up a good amount of points, and then the penalties at the last minute. The holding is what bothers me, because there will be explosive plays. Running backs will be showing us, but then you got that one inside offensive lineman holding or grabbing onto a player when all you got to do is push. You don't got to grab onto their shoulder pads. All you do is push. That holding is what gets to me. And then the pass interference. I mean, we've been improving with pass interference. I will say that over the years, we have been improving. It's just the small things that I've seen. It's like, when to stop holding on to a player when they're moving down the field. And I can even see it too without the ref seeing it. When I observe it on the field, I'm like, why are you still holding on to him? Let him run. But at the same time, you know when to stop blocking. And you know when to create a missed tackle, or not a missed tackle, a block pass. But don't keep tugging onto their jersey, because a pass interference is like a holding on the offense, basically. So that's what I think.
Okay. Pam, I see you over there. What you got, Pam? Well, what's your expectations of the team?
Day one, when Raheem Morris came in fully dressed to that press conference, he sold me on what he wanted. He sold me when he said that 2016 left a sour taste in his mouth. I mean, it left a sour taste in all the Falcons fan base mouth. So I'm expecting a team to go out and play a good game. I'm expecting to win. I'm expecting to run the table on the division. I'm expecting to win all our home games. I'm expecting to get that home field advantage in the Benz. Because the last time we went to the playoff, that was, you had fans in that stadium, and you couldn't even breathe in that stadium. And that was the Georgia Dome. The last time we went to a playoff, went all the way to the Super Bowl. So I'm expecting that. That's what I'm expecting from this team.
Okay, Ms. Witt, and then we're gonna go ahead and close it off with Kiki. Then we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. But Ms. Witt, you still with us? Your expectations?
I haven't had a high expectation for the team in a long time, and like Ms. Pam said, it started with that first press conference with Raheem Morris. He got me fired up. So with all the moves that's been made, from paying Kirk all that money, getting Michael Penix for the future, being able to see the things and the moves that Terry has made to get things restructured, being able to bring in Judon, being able to bring in Simmons, and then how they played in the draft with other players. They should win this division. There's no if buts. The division should be won. And I really on the table. I really do hope and pray, because I do understand this is his first season. I know it's a lot when we do that, but I mean, he understands how hungry we are for Lombardi. I am within the next 2 years, hope and pray that we make it through and we get a Super Bowl. I am keeping my hopes really, really high with this regime and seeing where we go. My expectations are high.
Okay. Key. What you think? Expectations.
I say baby steps, but I want to take the division. That's the main thing is beating them. I want to sweep the division. That's my expectation.
That's how I said run the table.
Exactly.
Run the table.
What's his name? TJ from the state of the Ants podcast. He's been going on these little Twitter rants about the Falcons and talking shit. Like, I'm like, sir, look at your quarterback. Your quarterback wears Maybelline eyeliner. We're not.
Maybelline.
Yeah, so that's. I mean, I want to say Super Bowl, but I'm gonna take it lightly. I want the division. That's all I'm asking for.
That's what I'm saying.
If we happen to do that and we get that home field advantage, like Auntie Pam said, then it's only up from there for me. So.
Anything's possible once you get in that playoff and that home field.
And I agree with that.
I mean, did we see how Green Bay? I didn't expect them to beat Dallas the way they did with Jordan Love. I'm just like, oh wow. So I mean, anything is possible.
Anything's possible.
And then the Bucks beat the Eagles like they did. So I mean, like you said, once you get there, anything's possible.
Yeah. So my expectation is more than 7 wins. This season, we got to break that.
Break that spell.
We got to break that spell. At least 10. Can we get at least 10?
That 7 and 10 curse. We got to break that 7 and 10 curse.
We do. But I think we get I'm seeing it. I think with a better coaching squad, quarterback coach.
Yes.
We have 11-6. I see some people saying 11-6. You should win divisions with at least 11-6, okay, and the ceiling 13-4, and make the playoffs, and anything can happen after that. That's all I care. Me, like you said, Kiki, baby steps. I just want to get this division, get a better record. I want to see improvement on defense, special teams. Rushing, all that. I want to
every aspect of that team.
Every aspect of that team. But we're gonna go ahead and wrap this on up. We see 12-5. I know everybody kind of tired. We ready to get up out of here. But let's go ahead and say good night. Since we all got to get people in the bed and everything else. All right, we're gonna go ahead and just say our closing. And I got an advertisement. If y'all, whoever needs to jump off, go ahead and jump off, because I do have an advertisement about some tailgating situations. So Miss Kiki, she jumped off. Well, bye, Kiki. Go ahead and get her. And Ms. Asia, thank you again. Thank you again. We appreciate you guys. If you're still hanging tight. I wanted to put up this advertisement about our tailgate, but thank you, Kiki, Miss Asia, whoever else needs to jump off. We try not to make this over an hour and 30, just to give you your evening back. Thank you for that. He said 10-7, love and happiness. But go ahead, close it out for us, ladies, and I'm gonna go ahead and get this advertisement put up too. Last minute thoughts before, of course, we here every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Knock it down, hit that alert bell, hit that subscribe. If you're new here, share this content. If you want the Ladybirds back, we back, baby. Let's go. Go ahead. Y'all go ahead and close it on out.
We are definitely back. I'm definitely excited for the season. We definitely have some big plans. I'm bringing other people from different teams on. We love to debate other people. So if you got any lady fans or any other teams that we see this season, please let us know, and we'll be more than happy to have them on. More excitement, more going back and forth with stats. I love it. But as always, I appreciate everybody for supporting us. I mean, it's been very exciting. I mean, where do you get all these knowledgeable women who love the red and the black?
And guess what? It's more to come. It's more to come. You ain't even seen half the panel we got. You ain't seen them all yet. Just be prepared for it. Mark this on your calendar. The Ladybirds of AFN is here to stay. We are the original ones. Don't let nobody else tell you different.
But I'm about to get ready to hop on off. I hope everybody has a great rest of their week. Oh, it's countdown September 8th. Oh, I'm ready.
Yes,
Good night,
yes.
everyone.
Let's go.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Thank you again, Whit. Miss Pam, go ahead and wrap it on up too as well. Then we're gonna get into this advertisement, and then we're gonna close it out because I want everybody to, be able to September 8th. Let's go. Go, Miss Pam. Go ahead and close it on out.
Well, our 53 team is here. They're gonna go in, review the films on the Steelers and stuff, and probably review some of the Denver Broncos film, Chicago film, or whoever the quarterback gonna be on that game 1 week. But all I got to say, Redemption 2024. That's all I got to say.
Okay.
This is a new team, new regime. I don't think it's gonna be any of the last year team. So I'm really hyped. I'm ready. Okay. You almost want me to put a uniform on and play myself. But I'm actually gonna be in my 314 row 2 seat 8 and watching these guys.
Okay, that's right. That is the honorary Miss Pam, y'all. Say hey to her when you see her in the streets. Holler at her and say, what's going on, Miss Pam? Get some pictures with her. We actually getting ready to get a microphone situation where I'm going to be interviewing our fans. Don't be shy. Come on, don't be scared. We just want to talk about our team. We're going to put it on the channel. We're going to highlight you. Let's get hyped for the season. But just want to, do a little commercial break before we end up and out of here. Donate to the Atlanta Falcons Nation Educators Fund. That's actually year round. You guys have been amazingly donating that to, and because of course, it's not even just the beginning of the year that these, teachers need these supplies and things like that. That's year round. We got 2 semesters here. So, donate to the Atlanta Falcons. Cash App is $ Atlanta Falcons Nation. Put AFN Fund in the message. You can write it off. You can write it off. So donate. I appreciate it. Everything, we're giving gift cards and things like that to the teachers because they need it. They're coming out of pocket with these supplies and things like that. So continue to donate, as well as, it's also to the Red and Black Fund. So we can have an annual event that's amazing. Of course, last year we had some AC issues, but we're going to get it together. You know what I'm saying? It's going to get bigger and better. I'm thankful for everybody that came out and not complain at that. They were just like, you know what? We like being out here on the patio. We made it work, people. We got to adjust and move and make it better for you. So your donations are going to proceeds of making sure the AFN family bring you the best events, as well as I'm starting to collab with other organizations. Like I did the Rise Up tour, thanks to with Pam. I'm actually trying to become a member of that eventually. So bringing people together is what we're about. I don't know. Of course, I don't know whatever else is going on out there. That's none of my business. Handle that offline. But right here, Ms Maggie T, it's all about togetherness, business, supporting one another. And this is how we do it. As well as, speaking of this is how we do it, we do have a tailgate. LA Rams, you all late to it. Playoffs first. Great show, ladies. Wallace, and great show, Delia said thank you. We want to talk about this tailgate before we get up out of here. Y'all been saying, where the hell is the Atlanta Falcons Nation going to be tailgating? Well, guess what, baby? We got a place that we're going to be. Now, this is every home game. This is actually right across from the stadium, so you don't have to miss out. And they're out there at 9 a.m. So go out there and get your little breakfast, a little lunch, and a little, dinner. However late you're going to stay, because we have a DJ. It's $25 early bird tickets, all you can eat and drink. Get with me, find me. I would like to collect them all at the same time. If you're not trusting the situation, I'll make sure we talk to the organizer. I can't talk, y'all. Y'all know what I'm saying. Organizer. Yes. Get them early so you don't, because you can walk up for $40 all you can eat. But might as well go ahead and break a 2.5 and get you some, sit down, bring your lawn chairs if you're not going into the game. But you already know them Steelers fans going to come out in full-fledged, and we need to be out there. So come out early. Get ready to party with the Atlanta Falcons Nation crew. That's DJ Dunn One. If you were at the Red and Black event, he's a DJ. He was a DJ for the Red and Black event. He invited us to his tailgate. This is going to be the official Atlanta Falcons Nation tailgate area. But we're going to tour other spots. Let us know where you're at, where you're be, because it's an all-day affair, baby. So go ahead, hit up the organizer or hit me up on social media, Maggie T Productions. Well, the next time, people, we appreciate you. Maggie, you're talking like Mari. What you talking about here? I'm talking like Mari, my baby niece. Thank you, Southside. But on that note, people, we appreciate you.
Yes.
And we're out of here next week, 8 p.m. Eastern. Hit that alert bell right now. And I mean right now. And we out. Leave feedback. Let's go.